Hey everyone, welcome back. I was gonna throw on a wig, but then I was like, you know what? If this is just a cast review thing, let's just not do it. So we decided not to go with that. So here we are. This is our pre-show phase. So we're still gonna add more makeup for our show later tonight, but I was like, okay, let's film this video. And we're back. I just had a step. I pulled out my phone, and we are gonna see what the topic is for today. So for tonight, we are gonna go over the cast. Over the cast of Survivor season 40, which is like, Survivor has been like my latest obsession for like the last 3 months. Partially the Hawkeyes, partially like the whole like, oh, let me vote you out, but you have to like claim me as the winner. Like even though I like backstabbed you. Love it. Love, love, love. So, currently when I'm filming this, episode 1 is already out, and episode 2 is airing tonight. But, we're behind, as always, because we can never get our life together. Okay, so we're back. And starting off, we're going with the first survivor on the cast, which is Ethan Zahn, that guy. That was a little before I started watching Survivor, so we're not gonna give him much time. I'm sure his game was like okay, and he deserved it. Everyone deserves to win. Relevancy, I don't see it. Like if you haven't watched the last like 5 seasons, I don't think, like even the last 15, 20, like you wouldn't know. The webpage doesn't tell me his original. Okay, winner of Africa, not South Africa, Africa, which I don't know what season that is. So moving on. Number 2, we have the one and only queen. It is Sandra Diaz Twine, which is the first and only 2-time winner. And do we stand? Of course we stand a queen. So, I mean, I hate to say it, but I think she might be like one of the first ones out, because the tea is, it's like she won twice, and if you're going to a winner season, girl, you cannot win a 3rd time. I mean, you can win a 3rd time, but like everything is like stacked against you to win that 3rd time. So sadly, I mean, I love her. I love the way that she plays. I feel like she should go far, but will she go far? I don't really doubt it. I mean, I doubt it, but yeah. Moving on. Amber Mariano, which is like, look at that glare, horrible. Which is Rob, which is iconic legend. He was in Island of the Idols or whatever. So I don't really know her. I mean, I didn't really watch her season. I haven't watched it. I'm pretty sure she's a good player. She won All Stars, so that's something. And then after that we have Danny Boatwright, which I also don't know her. I mean, the reality is some of these older seasons I can't fuck with because they're just kind of boring. Before Idols came out, it was like everyone was like, oh, I'm here to like experience nature or whatever, and then it's like, girl, I want to see the backstabbing and like the playing of the game. I don't want to see like adventures. Okay, moving on. We have Yuo, iconic baby, everything. So okay, he was one of actually the first like seasons that I watched. Let me fix my gloss real quick. And we're back. I thought we were gonna film. We were gonna touch up our lips, but I decided not to because that would fuck up like my background. Okay, let me tell you real team. So right now I'm using like this really janky ass makeup mirror, and then also I have like stacked on several things in order to give us this good, semi-decent lighting. There we go. We changed the angle about. That's okay. So then we have Yuo, which Survivor Cook Islands, which brought us so many legends. I think Poverty was in it. Ozzy was in it. Which one else? Okay, if anything that I remember from this season is that it was it was race division, and then they started it off, and then they, yeah. Theme-wise. So we're back, and then we're doing Yuo. Iconic, everything. I mean, I feel like his game that he played on Survivor was pretty fair. Winner. Well deserved. Mid-merge, if not, like, after-merge. So then we move on to Poverty. Shallow, which is, like, amazing, icon, never been done. When she won her season, which was Micronesia fans versus favorites. Iconic fucking season. The fact, okay. Side note: when Suri told Eric to take off his immunity necklace and give it to her, or give it to Natalie, or whoever, I forget. But basically, she convinced him to give up his immunity, and then they voted his off that night. Ugh. Dumbest player ever. Poverty led that. She won it. I hope she goes far. I hope she wins. I hope she wins, because I feel like she's well deserved. Coming up next is Rob, Boston Rob, which I'm not a fan. I don't really care for him. No offense. I know everybody does, but I just feel like he's a little like too forced, and I don't know. Moving on. I mean, yeah, whatever. Moving on. Then we have Sophie Clark, which her season and her win was well deserved. I feel like she deserved to be coach. I love her as as a player. I think she's mint. You know, pretty good, pretty mint. So I feel like she'll make it like mid-merge, here or there. You know, hopefully she makes it, you know, longer. Okay, Kim. Here we go. The next winner, Kim. This bitch. Well, no disrespect, but she won her season fair and square. Like the fact that she was that player and the only player of that season. Like no one else could like get close to her. And I feel like she has a good spot of making it in the top 6, if not like winning the whole shebang. Hopefully she makes the top 4. Next, Denise. The one and only like Survivor winner to go to all tribal councils since like the first night. So she like went through all of them. And she didn't like ever get voted off. She won it, and underdog story, mint, let's go on. This guy, Tyson. Really good TV, really good confessionals, mint. Which one did he win? Okay, he won Blood versus Water, which is a well-deserved win. I feel like story arc for that season was mint. The fact that he did not give up his spot for Rachel, and then he ended up going to win it, mint. Iconic, moving on. Okay, next we have Tony. Which, like, okay, he kind of shocked me when he won because I thought that they were going to give him more of, like, the Russell edit, which is where, like, oh, like, you, like, screwed everyone the fuck over, so no one's going to elect you the winner because, like, you screwed everyone the fuck over. But he ends up winning, which is, like, mint, pretty good, like, you know, well-deserved win again. I hope he makes it far, but, like, the last time I think he played, he, like, was eliminated, like, before even the merge because he was that big of a threat. Which is what I'm realizing is a lot of these people are like either like underrated or they're like really threatenous to everybody else. So it's like either you're a target or you don't exist until you become a target and then you're like a big target. So moving on, my sister, Natalie, 20. Iconic. Her whole story arc on that season was like, oh, you fucked me over, Jeremy, so I'm gonna like do everything. Well, no, she was protecting Jeremy, but like, what's her name? That one white couple were like, oh, John and whatever her name were. They were like, oh, like, we'll vote off Jeremy and whatever. So then she felt burned that type of way. And then she was like, okay, my whole remainder of the season, I'm gonna like get back at you and like, you know, get Jeremy, like his revenge. Mint, when she voted off, what's his name? And then pretended like she didn't do it and she didn't even know what happened. Iconic move, mint.
Being shady and talking about queens.
No, really?
No, okay.
So Survivor is just releasing. So Survivor season 40 came out, and season 40 is 20 winners out of the past 40 seasons that have won.
Oh.
Yeah. So then they're coming back to play the title of winner of winners. It's like the most like intense like reality TV show like winners. Because they had 20 winners to choose from, and they chose like the 20 that they wanted. It's like really cute, really sickening. I'm in love with it. I love Survivor. Like,
It's not a show that I would think you would watch.
Nobody does.
I would not expect you to watch that show.
She said Survivor and I said Ursula?
Yeah, like literally, like no one, whenever I talk about Survivor, they're like, you watch that? That does not look like your show. And I'm like, I know. Like, it's complete opposite. But I just like the social dynamics about how, like, you have to, like...
Oh, you like the shady bitches.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not that. It's like you have to vote off everyone and get yourself to the top 3. And then when you're in the top 3, you have to, like, plead your case as to why you fucked everyone over, and you deserve for them to give you their vote in order for you to win $1 million.
It's like a Minnesota pageant system.
Literally, you have to fuck everyone over and then be like, I think you deserve to crown me because X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
Literally, and it's like, ooh, girl. It's dynamically like, it's something about the psychology, about the whole thing that like gets me. That's why I like watching it. Because like sometimes I'll be like, what the fuck? But it's like, it's based on the group of people that play about who wins. Because sometimes they value like over like gameplay, over like connections that were made. And sometimes they value connections that were made over like if you played like a really intense good game. So like you can like win for like being a shitty person, or you can like win for like not playing the game. And like it's all very like how you sell yourself and how the jury sees you. Which is really like interesting. I don't know, that's why I like it. And then I was like, I've been trying to make these YouTube videos, and then I was like, Survivor 40 is coming out, so let me just start doing reviews. And then also like, I've been doing also other videos, trying it out here and there, but you know, being kind of persistent. Well, I watched like majority of the winter seasons at one, except for like the older seasons, because like those were boring. That was before like Twitch started getting thrown into the game. But yeah, every time I tell people that I watch Survivor, they're like, you, Survivor? I don't see it. And I'm like, I didn't see it either. But
I did not see that either. It's being a nursing show.
Really? That's so funny. And we are back. So I think the last one we were talking about was Michelle, which she was Brain's Beauty Bronze. We love her. We stan her. I like the way that she talks, but besides that, her win was okay. Felt like someone else should have won that season, but Audrey, or Aubrey, whatever. She was fan favorite, she should have won, but we got Michelle instead. Okay, never mind. I just did not like that season because of Scott, which was a douchebag, and Jason, which was also a douchebag, and that whole season was a hot mess. Moving on. So we have Adam Klein, the super fan. Tragic story on his end. Here for him. But his win was a well-deserved, and I feel like he will do really well in this season. Hopefully he does, and you know, hopefully I feel like he should do a bigger gameplay than he did last time, because I feel like he was always like the third person in lead for the last one. Instead of like making the moves, he was like, oh, maybe we should do that. And half the times it went his way and half the times it didn't. Moving on. Sarah. True iconic. She went from being like a hero to a villain in like a span of one season. She won, she backstabbed everyone in the last, everyone hands down were like, you played the best fucking game, and they crowned her. I really want to see her in the top 6. Will we see her? I don't think so, because people will be like, oh bitch, you were like shady because you went from like 0 to 100 real fucking quick. So, hopefully, we get to see her. Ben. Sexy. Daddy. The realty is, I did not like how he played in his season, because I feel like he relied a lot on like idols and finding idols, and much less on gameplay, which is fine, because I guess if you can find idols, like, good for you, but I feel like you should rely on the connections that you've made, and not just necessarily play like idol after idol and then just vote off the person who like is most convenient at that time. I feel like you should have more of a strategy. Which brings us back to Wendell, the next winner. I actually can't comment much on him because I'm currently like halfway in between the seasons, so, but by what I can tell is that Wendell mint. He's doing a good job. I'll probably update this a bit later and just be like, well, this is my re-updated version of the winners. Da 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 da. So, moving on, we have Nick Wilson, who I have no idea who he is, but apparently he was like the last winner before like that weird like survival scandal happened, which was like I think Survivor 39, which I don't think people like want to talk about or like want to talk about. So we'll just leave it at that. He's the winner. Moving on, and that concludes our 20 castaways for the next season of Survivor. So I'm excited to watch this. Kind of upset I can't binge watch it all in like 2 days, but it's fine. I guess we have to watch it live like everybody else does, which is fine because I'm currently 2 episodes behind, starting tonight. That gives us something to do. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If not, oh well. Love it.